Hello, my dear students. In the last video, we were discussing about Bahmani kingdom. So, in this video, we are continuing with that topic. Here, we will learn about the social condition in the Bahmani kingdom. The Bahmani kingdom had a mixed population of Hindus, Muslims, and Portuguese traders. On those days, Hindus, Muslims, and Portuguese traders they lived together in Bahmani kingdom, and they came from different sects of the world, and they got many important posts such those as governors and divans. Okay, many people they came and lived in the Bahmani kingdom, and they got respect from the Bahmani kings, and they even participated in the court in riches, and in the due course become virtual rulers. Okay, and the people those who came from outside of Bahmani kingdom they lived in the kingdom, and they got an important post such those as governors and divans. Okay, and here we can see that the life of the people, what was the situation of people. The nobles or the rich people they lived a luxurious life, and the merchants, mainly the Hindu merchants, they formed a new group. What is that? They formed the middle class, and the common people they called, or they were very poor. Okay, the noble people they lived a luxurious life, and the merchants, mainly Hindu merchants, they formed a new group, that is middle class, and the poor people they called as common people. Okay, and a woman, on those days women they didn't get an equal respect as men. Okay, anyway, however, they held a position of respect, but they didn't get an equal opportunity or equal respect as men. Parda system and polygamy was prevalent. All of you know that what is Parda system and what is polygamy. A man he can marry more than one girl. That system also prevailed. This was the situation. Okay, social situation, social condition in the Bahmani kingdom I explained. Once again I will tell you, the Hindus, Muslims, and the traders, the Portuguese traders, they lived together on those days in Bahmani kingdom, and many of them got an important post in the court. And the people, the noble, they give or they lead a luxurious life, and the merchant especially the Hindu merchants, they formed a new group that is called middle class, and the poor people they called as common people. And the a woman they didn't get an equal respect like us men. Partha system and polygamy it was prevailed. Okay, this was a social situation. And we can see that the economic condition of Bahmani kingdom, a lot of information about the economic condition under the Bahmani rulers is available from the writings of Nikitin, a Russian traveler to the Deccan in the 15th century. We will get the economic condition, the information about the economic condition during the Bahmani rulers. We will get this information from the writings of Nikitin, who was a Russian traveler. Okay, we will get the information from his book. Who is that? Nikitin, who was a Russian traveler. And Muhammad Gawan, he started or he began a systematic measurement of land for what? For collecting taxes. That was the main income of the king. And Dabul, it was an important port on those days. What was the name of the port? Dabul. And through that trade flourished with the African ports. Trade and commerce flourished, and Bidar became a prosperous center of trade. Most merchants were Hindus. Okay, and horse, cloth, silk and pepper were the most important item of trade. Horse were imported from Arabia, Persia and Central Asia. Muhammad Gawan, he began a systematic measurement of land for collecting taxes. And Dabul, it was an important port in Bahmani kingdom on those days. And Trade and commerce flourished on those days, and Bidar became a prosperous center of trade, and Hindus were the most merchants. Horse, cloth, silk, and pepper was the most important trade items. And now we can see that what are the important contribution of the Bahmani kingdom. They give more important for literature, music, art, and architecture. Okay, and they made many forts, palaces, mosques, and tombs. And what are the new kingdom? Here we will learn about the new kingdoms. The five independent kingdom of Bidar, Berar, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda, and Bidar replaced the Bahmani kingdom. These kingdoms fought continuously either among themselves or against Vijayanagar. These kingdoms fought between themselves and against of Vijayanagar. In course of time, Berar was annexed by Ahmednagar and Bidar by Bijapur. Ultimately, the three kingdoms of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, and Golconda were annexed to the Mughal Empire. These five kingdoms they fought against, and they fought against Vijayanagar, and they both either among themselves also. And finally, these three kingdoms of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, and Golconda were annexed to the Mughal Empire. And among the well-known monuments of the New Deccan Kingdom is the Gol Gumbaz at Bijap. It is the tomb of Bijapuri ruler. Now we can see that what is the important feature of Gol Gumbaz. The Gol Gumbaz is a mausoleum or tomb. Muhammad Adil Shah of Bijapur. It is a tomb of Muhammad Adil Shah of Bijapur at Karnataka. It was built in the 17th century. Okay, what is Gol Gumbaz? It is a mausoleum or tomb of whom? Muhammad Adil Shah of Bijapur, Karnataka. Okay, these are the important thing related with the Bahmani kingdom. We learned about the social condition and economical condition and what was the new kingdom, and last we discussed about the important feature of Gol Gumbaz. Okay, all of you please read again and again this part of the lesson, and if you have any doubt about this part, please you can ask through the comments. Thank you.